Hey
Hi
guys,
guys.
welcome back to another episode of Fact
Fact
or
or
Fiction
Fiction
Friday.
Friday. Happy Friday.
Yep, I have another good one. Well, we have a good one for you. It's not my story.
We're back with another good one.
Yep, there
How
we
about
go.
that?
Yep,
All right, so we're back with another episode of Fact or Fiction Friday for you guys. We hope you guys had a good week, and we're going to go ahead and get into the story.
yep. This is a story of a talented young musician who would go to receive a college scholarship against the odds, but he has a secret that could ruin everything he is working towards.
Hmm. All right, so growing up with a single mother in New York, he did not expect to graduate from high school. But he does. Here he is. And he will play his snare drum with his band for the last time at graduation. His band recently won the national championship, I guess, title. National championship.
Mhm.
And that helped him to get a full ride scholarship to a Southern university playing in the band. He's an exceptional drummer, and he is known to improvise to make the crowd move when he feels the song they're playing is not moving the crowd. His high school teacher didn't like it, but he allowed it, and this made him just a little cocky.
Before he leaves for college, he goes to see his dad and confronts him about not being in his life. He tells him that he is leaving and confronts him about how he did not how he did all this without him. With this, he prepares to leave the next day. He is going to an HBCU, or historically black college or university, and he doesn't know anyone else there as it's far away. So on the bus with the other drummers, he meets some guys who would be his roommates. In order to officially make the band, they will have to learn a complex cadence in audition. Once they arrived at the field, the band major demonstrates this cadence, and paying really good attention, he immediately plays it back. Everyone is shocked because they haven't even been given any time to look at the music or practice, and he did it perfectly. The band major is not impressed because this school is known to put an emphasis on reading music, and that is one of the requirements to be in the band.
Hmm. As audition day gets closer, everyone in the band is working hard, but no one is working harder than the drum line. They are exhausted, and when the rest of the band takes breaks, they don't. They have to do lots of dancing and moving while carrying heavy drums. So they have to practice running up and down the bleachers with these drums. And they even do this one time in the rain. Everyone is competing for a spot, and they learn that once they audition, they are ranked from 1 to 4. And the ones are the only ones guaranteed to perform with the band on the field. On the day of audition, he nails it. But the drum major notices something while he's watching him. The sheet music is on the stand right in front of him, but he realized that he never looked at it. Not once. He's looking straight ahead, and he plays it perfectly. Yes, he could have memorized it, but with the way he showed out on the first day, the drum major is convinced that this guy cannot read music, and he lied on his application. And he brings this up while they're discussing what to rank him. He's still granted the spot of a number 1 until they have evidence and can prove that he can't read music. Because he did a great job.
Mm-hmm. So he has a spot in the band, and he is more cockier than ever. He is constantly flirting with one of the band dancers, uh, what drill team, drill
Mm-hmm.
team members,
Yeah.
and she eventually goes out with him. So now he is set. new band, new school, new friends, and a new little young thing, new girlfriend. What can go wrong? First, they do find out that he can't read music, and he is demoted to a 4 in the band, which means that he cannot play, and he is basically a roadie. He also had to take music classes to learn how to read music. Since he was granted a scholarship, the dean went to the band director and demanded he play, and he is set to play for the homecoming game. Well, homecoming comes around, and he got caught up in the moment and went back to his high school ways of improvising to try to make the band better during the drum battle with the other school. This time, it caused a fight with the other band they were battling, and everything started to crash. His girlfriend was mad at him for causing a scene in front of her parents.
His band director was mad, and so was his bandmates. Everyone was tired of this cocky freshman who was ruining everything. He eventually got kicked out of the band. So now, more focused than ever, he continues to learn to read music, and he starts to compose his own drum cadences. And he sneaks into the bedroom. He sneaks into the band room to record his music. And he runs into the drum major, who has had it out for him since the beginning. They get into a huge fight, and they battle it out with their drums. And eventually, the drum major gives him his props for being a very good drummer, but then he reminds him that it doesn't matter since he's not in the band. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. You ain't gonna hit him. During this time, he also considers joining the school's rival band, but he quickly learns that they only are interested in getting the inside scoop or information from his old band, so they can use it against him in the upcoming competition. He doesn't fall for it, and he goes back to his old band and lets them know he's been working on music and that could possibly be something that they can use at the upcoming competition. His band director has been trying to keep with tradition and not play the current music, but is open to the idea of taking some of the old music and mixing it with some of their new music. So he composes the music, and although he isn't in the band, he showed that he is still loyal to them and what they are doing. He is told by the band director that he can return to the band next year. His girlfriend ended up forgiving him.
All right, so the day of the competition, he is there to watch the schools perform. His school does a great job, but so does the rival school. It ends in a tie. The way to break the tie is a drum battle like the one that got him kicked out of the band. The band director approaches him to join the battle since his music is what got them to this point. But he reminds him to not do anything to jeopardize the band. He suits up, and the battle is epic. Both teams bring it, and in the end, his band wins. All right, so that brings us to the end of the story.
Yep.
We talked about a young man and the ups and downs of his starting college, and he was a great drummer. He played the snare, but he did not know how to read music. He just did it all from memory.
Yep.
And he had to adjust that playing at the college level, learn how to read music, and then he started to compose, and he led his band to victory.
Yep.
All right, so what do you guys think?
Do you think this is fact or fiction?
Comment down below.
Yep. Want to hear from you BS detectors? What you think?
Mm-hmm.
This story is fiction. This is the story of the movie Drumline.
Drumline.
Starring Nick Cannon, Zoe Saldana, Orlando Jones, Leonard Roberts, and Jason Weaver.
Mm-hmm.
This movie was written by Tina Gordon Chisholm and Sean Sheps.
Ships.
Produced by Dallas Austin and others. This movie was released on December 13th, 2002. That's back in the day. the, the drum scene in the movie were done very well, and it took you into life at the band at a HBCU. The school in the movie was in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was what, Clark University.
A&T.
A&T.
I don't know if it's a real school.
Clark.
I don't know. Atlanta A&T.
It had good views, and it made being in a marching band cool around that time.
Yeah.
Being in a marching band was always cool, because I was in a marching band.
Yeah. What did you play in the band?
I played the saxophone.
And could you read music?
I could, because that was a requirement.
Yeah.
It wasn't none of this just playing, acting like you playing, because that band director call you out, say, all right, everybody quiet, you play. So you had to learn. You learn and you go. Get out. So
or fake it till you make it.
You can't fake it till you make it, because you playing by yourself. That's why I had solos sometimes, because
My best friend was in the band. Y'all was in the band together.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. But yeah, so I love this movie. I thought this movie was really cool. I remember I had it on. Was it on
bootleg?
VHS? No, not bootleg. No, I had the DVD. Because I remember watching the extra scenes and the commentary. I don't know. Y'all probably know this about me, but I like to dive deep. Any DVD I had back in the day, I was watching all the deleted scenes, the commentary. I would watch it while the director and some of the actors would talk over and explain all the scenes. Have you ever watched that?
Getting your money's worth.
Did you ever watch that?
Yeah, on that one I did.
Yeah, it was cool. I would do that. I would dive deep, and so that's how I know it was on DVD, because the VHS didn't have all that. And so I remember I think my mom bought it for me, and I love this one. I thought it was really cool. I was never in a band. I always did choir, and I was one of the choir people. And but band and choir, that becomes your group of friends for the most part. You spend so much time together. You spend time practicing, and you have your after school events like the concerts you put on. So those become your friends, and so I think it's cool. I think that
Yeah, I miss playing my saxophone. I keep saying I want to get back to it, but I don't have the space or the time. Have the dogs up here howling and stuff. But I start playing right now.
They might think it sounds soothing.
Yeah, the way I played it, I know they would. Because
they might like it.
So yeah, I enjoyed the marching band. In the fall, and then we had the concert or classical band, and then jazz band.
Jazz band.
I got in a jazz band because then you play swing. The producer he just goes and just counts off, and then he just steps to the side and just counts. Keep going, and when it gets to your turn and you start playing, you can stand up and have a little solo where you can improvise, so you just make up stuff. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that right there. So
yeah.
I went to All City one time. I went to All City band. I was in All City, but I made it.
I was in All City choir in elementary school.
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah, you have to audition for those things.
Yep, I had an audition. It was weird because you walk in and it was like a sheet across, so they couldn't see who you were. So you just there's some music there. You sit down and you say, "Hi, my name is Brandon," and they don't say anything. I'm like, "Hello."
Anybody there?
Hello? Anybody? Yeah. And they don't say anything. Where I'm like, well, I guess I'll just start playing. There's nobody in the room. For all I know, they was in on break. Or taking a break. After the break, I played to nobody. They just gave it to me. Like, oh well, our bad. Yeah, we let him in.
Yeah.
So.
I thought it was so cool when I auditioned for that, and I made it. And I was like, remember my mama? We was so happy, and she took me out to practices, and yeah, that is very cool. And that's weird that we both did that in choir and band. So yeah, we do thank you guys for checking in with us this Friday. Hope you guys have a good weekend. And one thing I thought about when I was doing the research for this this movie, sometimes we do movies on our channel. If you're new here, we will not do anything new, guys. So we don't want you to be scared of, oh, they're gonna spoiler, the latest movie. We would never. We go back.
Way back.
Yeah, to old movies that most people have seen that are popular movies.
Basically, we give you time to see it.
Yeah. So don't ever be like, oh, I don't want the BS station to do.
Be on that BS now.
Be on that BS and spoil this new movie that I haven't had a chance to see. And then we do old movies, and we do recommend, if you haven't watched it, to go watch it, because we're not gonna pick a movie that is boring or
and we don't give you all the details of the movie.
Yeah, we leave a lot of stuff out. We don't tell you every scene and every funny thing. We don't. You can still go back and watch them, even though we kind of told you the gist of it.
Yep.
But we will not do anything new, so I just want to make that clear.
Yep.
So
all right, well,
but we do watch new movies. We ain't just stuck in the past. We've seen some of the new movies. So, yeah. So thank you guys so much. We want you to like this video. If you have seen this movie and you like it, share this video with a friend and see if they can guess it.
Yep.
If you have not seen this movie, this is the first time hearing about it, go watch it and then share this video with
also, there's a sequel.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yep, it is. What's it called? Drumline 2 or
something like that, whatever,
Yeah. We didn't tell you about that, so if you haven't caught that, go see that too.
Yep. All right. Well,
we appreciate you guys.
Share, subscribe, let everybody know about the BS station, because we're out there. We're out here. And also, I know we ain't doing so good this year, but hey, I'm still representing, so.
And I might be dressed like a Raiders fan, but I'm just sporting the black and white today for the BS station.
Yep. So.
Yeah, we still Chiefs fans.
Yep.
Our earlier videos, we wore a lot of Chiefs gear. This is our 31st video.
Yep, 31st.
We have 31 Fact or Fiction Friday videos, guys.
Yep.
So.
All right, we talked enough. Until next time. Bye.